It's Wednesday morning at our office in Ocean Springs, Coldwell Banker Alfonso, and we have a short sale foreclosure CE course going on. I don't want to walk in until I finish talking. It's being instructed by Paula Clifford, and the agents are getting CE. They're talking about how to handle foreclosures, how to handle short sales in this market, which I think now 1 out of every 4 homes sold is in foreclosure or a short sale. So we're learning how to handle them as best we can. So I just want to walk in and show you.
You also need to define if there's any needed repairs, and I've found that you need to be very explicit with these.
Coldwell Banker Mortgage does on path loan.
Make copies of everything that you send, when you send it, if you talk to anybody, who it was, the date, always make sure of that.
Risk reduction.
Lynn's mama's medicine.
Oh, okay.
What the time frame is of everybody else's short sales, was it 120 days less or more?
6 months.
It depends.
A year. Time frame that you usually get whenever you send in a question, how long does it usually take to get a reply from them? Is it like within 24 hours?
Sometimes never.
Right, exactly. Yep.
Sometimes never. Depends on the company.
Okay. So persistence is the key.
Oh, yeah.
Terry calls just like, just every other day.
Terry's got the tenacity to go along with it.
And the hold time is just, it'll suck the life out of your battery.
You use the office phone and put them on speaker.
And how many
Yeah.
times have they asked you to take that stupid survey?
Oh, yeah.
Do they give you an opportunity to bypass it?
I always say yes and then hang up. Just in case if I say no, I don't feel like they're gonna let me go any
On
further.
whole, treat short sales just like a foreclosure is what Doug's telling me, that they're looking at that on your credit report just like a foreclosure. Well, what would
Be
give,
benefited.
why would a seller want to do this?
I don't think it dings it quite as much as what I've been told. A short sale does not ding it quite as much as what a foreclosure would be.
But I mean, what incentive would the seller not just let them foreclose and not have to pay the balance or just for another couple of years of their credit's messed up anyway?
Well, does anybody know if you actually do go into foreclosure, if the IRS is going to come back?
Another thing I want to say, if you have a buyer and they know it's a short sale, most short sales take at least 45 days. That's what the lender tell you. Now, if they can't wait 45 days, go ahead and show them something else.
Exactly.
Okay.
Do you think we're having a discussion with our buyers about realistic expectations of closing at the beginning? When they look at a property and it's a short sale, are you talking to them about this could take months?
And that's exactly what happened. They took too long to approve it. Buyer just had a time frame, went to another house.
How long were you in that whole process?
About 35 days.
Really?
And it's up to 45.
How are y'all dealing in a situation where you have an agreed commission and right at the end they say, okay, we're going to have to cut your commission another % or 2%, and you of course say, well, we're contracted at X %, and they say, well, too bad, if you don't do it, the deal won't work.
You do it. Sorry.
I thought
Okay.
they changed that law though where they couldn't do that anymore.
That's part of half stuff. It's part of all of that.
But are they still doing it?
Sure they are.
They can't do it if they participate, if they choose to participate in that program. I think that's what it is. If they have not chosen to participate, they don't have to, they can cut your commission.
I found it's not my commission they're trying to cut. It's like, I think Anna said, they came up with some money short, so you had to relieve your commission of that set amount versus a percent of your commission is how they're approaching it.
Okay.
They have to net a certain dollar figure, and wherever that has to come into play with that settlement statement, they're going to make the adjustment. And 9 out of 10 times, the final thing that they're going to cut is going to be our commission. So they'll adjust accordingly until they get to that point, and then they'll slash that.
So there is no discussion? I guess that's what I'm asking. Is there no discussion? Or has anybody had it happen where they said, we're going to cut it, and you were able to negotiate it all?
Yes. I put it back on there. When they sent it back over to me at my 5%, I slashed it and put it back to 6, and I think it just slipped through. But I just kept going and going and going.
Okay.
So every time my net sheet came back and they put 5, I'd scratch and put 6 again.
Okay. Does anybody else have any other tips? We talk about how to save your commission with the seller, and the bank becomes the seller. So anybody else have tips on how you have saved your commission?
I think that's probably the best way, is just be insistent upon that, and just every time that they change it, you change it back, until it comes to the point and they're saying, well, we're not going to do it.
I don't think we can say, don't deal with them because they're difficult. I don't think we can say, don't deal with short sales because it's difficult, or foreclosures because it's difficult, because I'm afraid if you say that, and that is the mindset, what will you do? Where will you?
You'll be a short sale if you're not.
Yeah. So I think what we have to do more and more as we have these seminars and these workshops together is all of y'all, based on your experience, figure out how to deal with them. We figure out how to deal with difficult buyers and sellers, and how to get for sale by owners to list with us. I mean, we overcome all the objections that are out there. These are new ones, and we don't have the answers. But I think if we put our brains together and our experience together, y'all can come up with the answers by saying, okay, this didn't work, I tried this, it worked, and share the information.
So the question is, do we want to sell short sales?
List, yes, sell.
Are you sure you want to list it too, Gail?
No, anymore. No.
Because you're still dealing with the unknown at that point.
You're the one that's responsible now for dealing with that lender. Ugh.
But unfortunately, if that's the inventory, what do we do? If that's the inventory.
New market, new conditions.
Probably my biggest mistake was I did not check the second mortgage on, the second usually falls off. Whenever it goes to the courthouse, the second falls off, sometimes. But the second tries to get in front of the first. So if you don't check and make sure when you're doing your title search that there's a second and a first, you could buy a house on the courthouse steps only for the first, and then get stuck with you'll not own a house, you'll just owe that bank.
I embrace each one of you, and I think y'all are wonderful people, and thank you for being so patient, and I humbly appreciate what you've offered.
It's great information, Paula.
Pardon me?
It's great information. Thank you. Oh, we have a door prize.
We have a door prize.
It's like a good door prize. Oh, it's turned backwards. Let me turn it around. Poppies. It's a door prize from Poppies. Yay.
Card in here? Dad, you've been very open about a lot of things today. Close your eyes, turn your head, and pick a name, please. Pick mine. Pick mine. Pick mine. Pick mine. Wow, Lynn Moffett. Is it your birthday tomorrow too?
Yay.
Eventually running.
Right, mortgage your own pain.
Everybody's filling out their evaluation forms and their regular forms. Hey, James. Glad you could come to Ocean Springs. You're going to be on our YouTube channel.
Don't break your camera.
That's a piece of milk.